good afternoon, sisters and brothers. Welcome again to this month's First Friday Wellness webinar. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Abdul-Basit Haqq. I am Local 1037's Healthcare Ombudsperson. And for those who don't know, the Healthcare Ombudsperson's program is a joint venture between the state of New Jersey and CWA. The idea here is to give you all a better healthcare experience, right? By providing education and counseling to you or regarding your health benefits, and as well as the ancillary benefits like the one we'll talk about today, NJWELL, also to assist you in resolving any issues you may have when engaging in health benefits, and continue to work with the state and the various entities that make up the state health benefit program to create better healthcare outcomes. You know, as you guys know, today we'll be talking about the NJWELL program, and we're honored today to have with us Kathleen and Luisa Andrade from Horizon, and they're here to present the NJWELL program. So with that, I will turn it over to them. Ladies, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Abdul. And we just want to say on behalf of Horizon, Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey and the state of New Jersey, we really appreciate the opportunity to be here with you today to provide you with an overview of this great program. It will enable you to utilize a lot of different tools to help you learn about how to improve your health, your physical fitness, and your state of mind. And in the process and along the way, you'll be able to actually earn rewards for doing so. So thank you very much. We appreciate being here. So NJWELL, just a brief overview. The way we're going to do this today is I will start with an overview of the program and how to participate. And then I'm going to hand it over to my associate, Luisa, who will share information with you in terms of how to access the sites involved and detail on the activities and where you can learn additional information after today's presentation. So NJWELL itself is offered through the state of New Jersey for members who are enrolled in the state health benefits program plans. And if you are an educator in the school employees health benefit program health plans, for eligible members and their spouses or their partners who are covered on that health plan as their dependents to earn rewards for completing health and wellness related types of activities through the program itself. And by doing so, what happens is you earn points as you complete these activities, and those points are credited to you towards a prepaid Visa reward card. The program runs on an annual cycle. You can participate 1 year and choose not to participate the next year. It's entirely up to you. But the program runs annually starting on November 1st. And the final date each year of the program is October 31st. So every activity that you complete and the points you earn for them must be earned and completed by that October 31st deadline. There are required activities, which we'll go through with you. And then there are a lot of optional activities that you can choose which of you want to complete towards rolling into your points accumulation towards the 800 points. And it is a minimum of 800 points that you must earn in order to be eligible for that NJWELL prepaid reward card. Now, depending upon which health plan you're enrolled in and which group you belong to, members would earn either a $250 or a $350 Visa reward. But for the purposes of our call today and this audience, luckily, the reward that you're entitled to is the $350 reward. At the bottom of the page here, we've listed 2 different websites that you can go to at your leisure if you'd like to learn more information about the program. The state's website is nj.gov/NJWELL. The Horizon website would be horizonblue.com/NJWELL. Lots of great information there to help you learn how to navigate whenever you want to access those sites. Now, in terms of who's eligible to participate, basically, as long as you are actively employed and you are covered under one of the state health benefits program health plans that we have listed here, you and your spouse or partner who's covered as a dependent on that health plan can participate in the NJWELL program. If you have children on your policy, unfortunately, child dependents are not eligible. This is strictly for the employee and for their covered spouse or partner. Retirees, whether they are Medicare primary over the age of 65 or an early retiree under the age of 65, are not eligible to participate in the program. So plainly and simply, active employees and their covered spouse partners enrolled in the SHBP health plans. Now, some of you may be familiar with a program, another great program that's offered by the state of New Jersey. It's the Direct Primary Care Program. You have to be enrolled in either the PPO or the Omnia plan to be able to engage with it. But it's basically it's a great primary care program offered by the 3 different healthcare providers that I have listed on the bottom of the screen here: Everside Health, Our Health, or Sanitas Medical Centers. And if you choose to become a patient of theirs, you still have to be in the the SHBP health plan. But if you choose to become a patient of theirs, you have a different option of how you can earn your NJWELL reward points. You still have to complete one of the required activities, which we'll address a little bit in more detail on the next slide. But as long as you have 2 visits during the NJWELL program year with one of these providers, and you complete that required health questionnaire, you can earn your reward. Once we receive claims proving that you've had those 2 visits and you complete that online health questionnaire, you will receive an email giving you instructions about how to redeem that prepaid Visa card. And by the way, you have an option of getting a hard copy plastic Visa card mailed to your home, or if you want to, you can actually elect to have an online virtual reward account. So a little bit more detail here with regard to this direct primary care option. What we've done on this slide is we're just showing you at the top of the page the traditional method that any NJWELL participant can follow to engage with the program, go through the activities, get their points and their reward. And then the bottom half of the page is listing detail for people who become patients of a direct primary care provider that I mentioned on the prior slide, the option that you have. So for those of you who are going to be a patient with a direct primary care provider, you can go by way of this traditional method up here or the DPCMH method. But anybody that's participating in NJWELL can do this traditional method. So I'm going to focus on that first. In either method, you must go onto the Horizon Blue website, or Luisa will show you alternate methods of access. There's an app that you can use as well to actually complete the online health assessment. Takes 10 minutes. Really what it is, it's for your own purposes. The information is not shared with anyone. You're asked questions about your lifestyle, health, physical fitness, how much you exercise, how many glasses of water you drink a day, your sleep, and so forth, how many fruits and vegetables you eat. But it gives you an overall assessment of your own risk scores, and it gives you suggestions for things you can do to improve some of those risks. And, suggestions you might want to speak with your physician about to help you get a little healthier. That's one required activity. You earn 100 points for completing that. Then you have to complete a health screening. And you have 3 different ways of actually accessing that health screening. You would go to this website here, my.questforhealth.com. And when you do, as an NJWELL participant, you can choose option A, B, or C in terms of how you want to complete the health screening. Simply, it's measuring your blood pressure, your body mass index, your cholesterol count, and your glucose level. You can order a home test kit to be mailed to your house, take the screening yourself and mail it in. You can schedule an appointment at a Quest lab and they'll do the test for you, or you can download a form, bring it to your doctor's office. When they have your blood work done, they can fill the form out and you can submit it right to NJWELL. Either one of those 3 ways, as long as it's completed, you will earn your additional 100 points. So for the traditional method, 1 and 2 are requirements, the health assessment and the screening. And then after that, you still have 600 more points that you have to earn to get to that 800 point minimum. And there's a variety of activities that you have available as options. Luisa can show that on a couple of slides later on in the program here. Now, the other methodology would be if you're a direct primary care patient with one of those 3 physicians I mentioned earlier. Again, you have to complete that required online health questionnaire. And then after that, as long as you have the 2 visits with one of those 3 providers, one of those visits has to be like a well visit, annual physical exam. The other visit can be anything. It can even be a virtual visit. You don't even have to go to their office. But once we have those claims on file, you'll receive the additional 700 points And again, you will receive an email notification that you've earned your reward. We only ask that you give time for those physicians to send those claims in and let them be processed in order for us to credit your NJWELL account with the points towards your reward. So usually takes about a month or so for claims to come in and finalize, but we would appreciate your being patient with that while you're tracking your reward points. So I'm going to stop here and I'm going to pass the mic over to Luisa. I'll man the pages for you, Luisa. At the end of the deck here, we can answer any questions that you have for us. So thank you again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kathy. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure being here. Again, my name is Luisa Andrade. I am an account manager here at Horizon. And today, over the next few slides, as Kathy mentioned earlier, I'm just going to give you an overview of how to access NJWELL and what the required activities are in order to earn your reward. So this slide here, we are showing you the two options to access NJWELL. The first option is by downloading the Wellness at Your Side app, which you can download from the App Store or Google Play. You're going to use the access code NJWELL. And then to log in, you're just going to use the same username and password that you currently use to access the Horizon member portal or the Horizon Blue app. So the second option will be obviously through the Horizon member portal. You go to www.shpp.horizonblue.com and just go to sign in, and you will land on the screenshot that you see here on the right side of the slide right there. Thank you, Kathy.
You're welcome.
Move to the next slide, please. Thank you. So this slide right here, we are basically showing you the process to access NJWELL via the Wellness at Your Side app. The first screen on the left shows you the page on WebMD1, which you will land on once you log in using your username and password, same as the Horizon member portal. So in this page here, there's a lot of content that you can review, such as the challenges that we have on place throughout the year for the NJWELL program. There's videos that you can watch. So a lot of great information right there. And then to access the rewards page, the NJWELL rewards page, you'll just click on that star on the right bottom right there. And once you click there, you are going to land on the NJWELL rewards page, which is to the right there. So this is your NJWELL page, where you can see all the activities that are required to earn your reward and just start completing the activities. Can move to the next slide, please, Kathy. Thank you. So this slide, we are showing you how to access NJWELL via the Horizon member portal. And to the slide on the left shows you the page that you land on once you log in. As you can see, there's a lot of information you can review there, such as claims. You can review your benefits. You can request an ID card. And if you click on the Wellness and Service tile right there, you will land on the page to the right, which then if you go to the NJWELL button on the center of the page, once you select that button, you are going to again land on the NJWELL Rewards page, which is the same page that we showed you on the Wellness at Your Side app. So again, in this page, we'll give you all the details of the program, all the activities that you need to complete, what the required activities, and from here you can just start engaging in the program and start completing your health assessment or access your screening, your health screening, and go from there. So if you can move to the next slide, please, Kathy. So how do you get your 800 points to earn your financial reward? So as Kathy mentioned earlier, one of the required activities is that you complete your health assessment. And the second required activity is that you have a health screening. And then, so that's 200 points right there. And then you do have to complete activities in these 5 categories listed here. The clinically managed category, you need to earn 200 points under there. The emotionally balanced, you need to earn 100 points there. Financially secure, 100 points. Physically fit, you need to get 150 points there. And the socially connected category, you will need to earn 50 points on that category as well. And we're gonna go over these categories in a little bit more detail in the next few slides. But this is just to give you an idea of how you can earn your 800 points. Thank you, Kathy. So on this slide right here to the left, we'll show you the Rewards, the NJWELL Rewards page, the activities that you have to complete. So these are just some of the activities, as we mentioned earlier. If you want to do your health assessment, you click on do it to the right. So once you click on there, all the questions that Kathy was telling you about earlier will start coming up, and you have to answer all the questions. You have to make sure that you answer all the questions until you get a personal health score. If you don't get a personal health score, the health assessment was not completed, and you will not get your 100 points required for your rewards. So please go back and make sure you're answering all the questions until you get a personal health score. So once you've done that, your health assessment is completed. So the next activity will be to complete a health screening. And again, if you click on the more link right next to have your health screening right there, that will give you details about the health screening. And it will give you the link to my.questforhealth.com, which is the page right there on the right. So once you're on that page, you are going to register. The registration key is NJWELL. And then you just log in and you're going to select one of the 3 available options to complete your health screening. And as Kathy also mentioned earlier, those options are the home test kit, the screening, scheduling an appointment at a Quest service center, or you can download a form, a physician results form, which you can take to your doctor's office to have them complete with your test results. You do have to make sure that the form is fully completed, that there is nothing missing on there, because we have a lot of scenarios where members do feel like the form was completed and it was submitted to Quest, but then something was missing there. If the date of the test is missing, or if the glucose numbers are missing, something is missing in there, the form will be rejected and you will not get your required points for the health screening. So please ensure that the form is fully completed before you submit it to Quest again. Next slide, please, Kathy. Okay, so in this slide, we are showing you, we're just giving you an example of some of the several activities that you can actually complete under the clinically managed category to earn your 200 points. As you can see, there's multiple activities you can complete. You can have your physical exam and you get 95 points. You can have your annual vision exam, you get 50 points, your flu shot, your dental exam. So there's several activities that you can complete in order to earn your 200 points. So once you've completed activities in this category and you have your required 200 points, you're all set with this category. And now, if you don't mind, Kathy, moving into the next slide. So in this slide right here, it's a little busier of a slide. We have the next 2 different categories that you would have to complete activities under in order to earn your reward, which is the emotionally balanced category. You need to get 100 points there. And as you can see, there's multiple activities that you can complete out there. You can listen to a podcast. You can do daily habits. You can attend a meditation session or participate in some of the challenges that we have listed throughout the year. And once you earn your 100 points, again, you're done with this category as well. So the next category is the financially secure category. Here, again, you need 100 points. And as you can see, multiple activities you can complete. You can do the enrich assessment, you get 20 points. If you retake it later on, you get an extra 20 points. You can complete a will, you get 25 points. You can attend the financial webinar, you get additional points. So there's a lot of ways to earn those 200 points. I know the program this year is a little different than what it was in previous years, but the program is a lot more of a wellness program. It's making sure that they're focusing all of the important health, well-being, the entire well-being of a person, emotionally, financially, socially connected, clinically managed. So I understand it's a little different, but there is ways of earning your points and qualifying for your reward. So if you please, okay. So this is the slide that will show you the last 2 categories of the program, which is the physically fit category and the socially connected category. So on the physically fit, you need to earn 150 points. And again, there's so many activities that you can do. We have a lot of challenges. I know there's a couple of webinars coming up in April, like the one on April 6th, where you can get 25 points just by attending that webinar, the virtual Reiki session. Then we have another one on April 21st. If you go down, Kathy, towards the end of the screen, the virtual yoga class, you attend that webinar, you get another 25 points. You just have to self-report it that you attended the webinar. And then there's a lot of other challenges that we have, like on April 6th, there's the participating in the National Walking Day Challenge. You participate on the challenge, you get 50 points. So as you can see, there is a lot of different activities that you can engage on to earn your points. And then the last category then is the socially connected category. Here you have to earn 50 points. So you can do daily habits. If you volunteer, you get 50 points for that. Or challenges that we have throughout the year as well. If you participate on those challenges, you can get additional points. So I know it's different and we might not be used to the way that the program looks like right now and the different categories that we have to engage on, but it is possible to complete the activity so you can earn your reward. So the next slide, Kathy, and I think this brings us to the end of our presentation. And this slide, we're showing you a lot of helpful information. So if you have any questions about NJWELL, you can always contact the Horizon Health Guide. The phone number is right there. If you have issues downloading your form or scheduling your appointment to complete your health screening, you can contact Quest. This is your phone number. And again, there's information about the program on the state website and the horizonblue.com/NJWELL site as well. And if you have questions and you need to learn more about EPCMH, that is also in our website. And this is the steps that you'd have to take to access it. Go to horizonblue.com/SHPP, then you click on health programs, and then you go to direct primary care, and there's a lot of helpful information there. If you have any issues with your password or user ID to log into the Horizon member portal, or even the Wellness at Your Side app, you can contact the IT help desk, and this is their phone number. So that brings us to the end of our presentation. I hope you found this information helpful. And then I will pass it over to Abdul and see if we have any questions.
Thank you, Lisa and Kathleen. Before we jump into the questions, I actually just want to relay a personal story. So as the members know, I'm actually employed by the Department of Labor. So I'm also a employee of the state, and I engage in the benefits as they do. And so NJWELL is actually one of the ones I had looked forward to coming back to and engaging with, right? That I couldn't do at the local. And so I'll tell you, when I first joined this past year, and I went through everything that Luisa just went over, and it took me about maybe 4 months to accumulate my 800 points. And I was kind of on my wife, hey, you need to do this, right? So we can get an extra $350. And so she eventually does it, and within and I kid you not, it was towards the end of the cycle, but she had also just enrolled, I was previously enrolled in Our Health here near our home. And it took me 4 months to accumulate 800 points. It took my wife a week and a half within her first visit, her initial visit and physical, and a second follow-up wellness visit, and then online assessment. It takes 10 minutes, everyone. I kid you not, my wife did what I did in 4 months using the direct primary care version within a week and a half. And she got her 350, within days, right? So to kind of echo it all out is that, we have two great programs that kind of work well with each other, and folks really should, we're not telling you you have to change your direct primary care right now, but folks, if you are in an area where there is a direct primary care office, you really want to investigate it. You really want to try them out, because both of these programs, separately and together, the idea here is long-term wellness. Correct, ladies?
Exactly.
And with that, Tanisha, Karina, if there's any questions in the chat, let us know so we can get them answered.
So somebody asked, can I enroll now into the program, or do I have to wait till November?
No, you can do it now. Yeah. Anytime between now and October 31st for the current program here, you have to make sure you complete all of your activities between now and October 31st.
Right. So either way, whether you're doing the traditional method or the DPCMH method, remember that there's time that you need to allow yourself to schedule that health screening, get your test results,
Right.
or get your medical visits in. So you don't want to just join the program October 15th and you won't be able to complete everything.
Right. Especially we have all of those different categories. You do have to make sure that you complete some activities in all of them.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
go ahead.
Thank you. Is there any other questions, Karina?
Yes.
before we wrap up?
What's the difference with the health screening from Quest versus Our Health?
So with Quest, you log on to that website, and like we said, you have the option of either ordering an at-home test kit or scheduling an appointment at Quest, or downloading a form and bringing it to your own doctor's office to have the screening done. As long as they do those 4 metrics, they have to do the blood pressure, the BMI, which is your height and weight calculation, the cholesterol, and your glucose. If you choose to do the method with direct primary care through Our Health or Everside or Sanitas, the goal is you're having an annual well visit with the physician. Every patient is different. Every patient needs different tests done. If you're extremely healthy, they might not need to run your cholesterol every year, but that doctor is qualified to know exactly what type of a wellness exam you need. And as long as you get that wellness visit in and you get another visit, virtual or office-based, in the program year, that will suffice for the health screening through DPCMH.
I actually did have one other question. So a lot of every month or several times a month, I do new work orientations, and a lot of times they're not necessarily new workers. Folks are transferring from one department to another, or they're transferring from another employee that is in the state health benefit program. And so we have, there's differences there. So what happens if someone transfers employers during the year within the state health benefit plan? Do they have to start all over, or they can keep going?
They can keep going. The only thing that might differ is that depending on the health plan that they are enrolled on, the value of their card might change.
Okay.
So do you know what I mean? So if a member is enrolled in the plan, like the New Jersey Direct 15, under that plan, they are eligible for $250 only. If they choose to a CWA plan, then they are eligible for $350. So that's the only thing that would change. The activities are the same, and they will carry over. We have them. If they change programs from a 250 plan, a reward, to a 350 reward, we will have all the activities they've completed transferred into the new one.
The other thing too, Luisa, correct me if I'm wrong, please, is if you were the employee and the subscriber, and then in the middle of the year, your spouse got coverage through SHBP and they decided to be the subscriber and carry you as their dependent, you now have a new Horizon ID number. Because
yeah.
Right. So you have to create a different user ID, and we can transfer points over for you if you reach out to us, but you basically have new coverage now as a dependent instead of as the employee that's covering the policy. So you might have to log back in and create a new user ID on our portal, but that's infrequent.
It's good to know these little quirks though.
Yeah, you definitely have to create a different account. So if you change from subscriber to dependent, like Kathy mentioned, you would have a totally different ID number. So as you are a new member, so you have to create a new account in the Horizon member portal, and then it will create another account on the NJWELL Rewards Page as well.
Okay. The only other thing I want to add is just wanted to highlight that Kathleen, I think twice mentioned that CWA, if you're in a CWA enrolled plan or represented by CWA, you get a $350 reward rather than the $250 reward that other state workers get. And folks, you guys should know that comes directly through negotiations with the state that your CWA representatives at the bargaining table negotiated for you. And with that, I just want to thank Kathleen and Luisa for joining us today. Thank you, sisters and brothers, as well. Just 2 quick announcements as we close out. Our next membership meeting, which will be on Zoom, it will be on Tuesday, April 26th. And our next First Fridays Wellness webinar, if Karina could drop the link in the chat to register, will be on Friday, May 6th. We are going to have Hinge Health join us to tell us about their program, which essentially is, folks, if you have, some chronic neck and back pain, and this is basically bringing physical therapy into your home through the use of an app, a tablet, and sensors. So we're going to have Stephen Williams from Hinge Health describe their program to us, and to make sure we're again continuing to live well lives and more healthier lives. And with that, again, Kathleen, Luisa, thank you so much. Sisters and brothers, you guys have a great weekend. Take care.